What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we've found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Date Night Conversations. I'm Chantel.
And I'm Greg.
And guys, in this video, Greg and I are going to ask each other 3 random questions we have never asked each other before.
Guys, I'm super excited for the questions. I love the conversations they stimulate, and we love reading the comments from you guys.
Yes, guys, so comment down below and give us your answers to these questions. All right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. I got first question?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay, guys, so excited. First question. Would you rather live in an apartment in the city or a mansion in the country?
For me, that's easy.
Same.
When I was younger, I always wanted to experience like having a condo downtown.
Oh, really?
Like living in Toronto just to see what that would be like overlooking the city and being right close to everything like that.
Right.
Just to experience it.
Okay.
But I don't think I'd ever want to live there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you want to live there?
I like quiet. I like peace.
Yeah.
So a mansion in the country, easily, because I can picture that. That's like in my mind.
Right.
Just a beautiful house in nature. I can go like chill out back, breathe that fresh air. And I don't hear any cars honking. I don't hear sirens from emergency service vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's my ideal. Mansion in the country. I don't mind driving for my food if I have to. I'll get big fridges and freezers.
You better not get upset when you have to drive so far into the city to get groceries. You just kind of plan it, right? So it's like, yeah, I gotta go for grocery Wednesdays, but I guarantee
Wednesdays.
you, or
you know
whatever.
What? If I have a mansion in the country, I have someone who's bringing me my food. I don't have to make that run to the grocery store.
You know what? You're right. If you live in a mansion in the country, I think so too. You're gonna hire some assistants.
We're running low on strawberries. Call Franco. Add it to the list.
Oh my goodness. All right, for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine answer is the exact same as yours. Absolutely. A mansion in the country, just away from the noise, quiet. You're doing your own thing, no one to trouble you. You're just living your best life. And again, like Greg, if I'm living in a mansion in the country, I have enough money to hire people to do my groceries and all that and bring it to me.
Yeah, and either things people would, well, yeah, I don't.
I'll go
I just
sometimes.
agree. Because that's it. You can go, you'd visit the city.
Yeah.
But you don't want to live there.
No, too busy.
That's my opinion. But I know I completely appreciate because I've had that perspective of what it'd be like to live right in that setting. Especially if you work downtown and how convenient that is. Some people just love the city life.
They do.
Everything is right there.
Yeah. It is so true where I'm the opposite now. Like when I was younger, I much wanted to live in the city.
Yeah. You like that busy life.
The busy life, the mall's right there, the attractions right there. But then as you get older, you're like, no, just quiet, nice long sleeps. You wake up feeling
I don't know
rested.
if it's necessarily older because I'm sure there's older people who still appreciate the downtown life.
You're right, absolutely.
Because maybe they grew up in the country.
Yeah, you're right. I take that back. I should be saying that there are anyone you can think of, they exist, and I totally believe that. So you're right.
Somebody has the other perspective.
Yep.
Okay,
Totally
but for us,
country.
Mansion in the country.
Yep. All right, guys, we're going to turn the question back over to you. But first, let's read the question one more time.
Would you rather live in an apartment in the city or a mansion in the country?
Yes. All right, guys, you know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right, guys, so we're moving on to the second question.
It's me.
Yep.
Question number 2. What have been the highlights and the lowlights of the past year for you?
Do I say it in every episode? I feel like we get a question like this. It's so similar.
The highlights and the lowlights of your past year?
Yeah. So the highlights for me would be like just our growth. with our business, with YouTube, our happiness, being able to do things with the kids, being present. Like, those are the main highlights. Like, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. And that's live my best life. And that's the biggest highlight. And the fact that I'm gaining a different perspective on success and happiness. And that's huge. Okay? So, but I don't want to go too deep and venture up.
Highlights and lowlights.
So that's the highlights. Okay? The lowlights would be when you're having those periods of negative thoughts because things aren't going the way you planned them to go. And that could be with, it's just life in general, things that happen where it's just like, I have a hard time sometimes maintaining my focus and I fall off track and I don't like the feeling.
Okay. I feel like both your highlight and your low light are perspective based.
Okay. So, you know what? Let that be. Can I hear what your highlights and lowlights are? Maybe that'll help me.
Sure.
Okay.
So, my highlights are, I agree, like the growth with the YouTube and just the direction it's taking us and the branches that are coming from it. Like everything that's stemming from what started as just, let's try putting these videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
These TikTok videos on YouTube. And then it's turned into what it is now. And so that's a highlight of my past year. That growth is fantastic. It's so much fun and I'm really enjoying it. The time we spent with the family, that's definitely a highlight. That's
Success
what allowed us to
and
create
happiness.
all that.
Yep.
So I've never got to spend so much time with the kids.
Yeah.
And I've had so much fun. And I think this is an aspect of life that's completely been removed because we didn't have that previously. And so the low light is actually what created the highlight. It's that contrast because the low light is being in lockdown. We're stuck inside with all these limitations. You can't just go out and do the things you're supposed to do. Wearing masks in this, like, it's really craziness.
Yeah.
But because of it, it allowed the highlight to happen. So I have to appreciate it for what it is. It's just contrast. So that's a total... literally the low light created the highlight.
Yeah.
You
know what? That is such a good low light. Like I totally forgot about it because I was so busy doing my own thing and trying not to focus on that. But it's all over and it's still all over. But you're absolutely right. I'm sure that is a definite low light in most people's world. Absolutely.
It just happened that question fits for this sort of time that we're in that way. Because, I don't know, like 2 years ago, that question would be, the answer would be completely different to that
absolutely.
question.
Yeah. Absolutely. You're so good at answering these questions.
Sometimes.
No, you are. All right, guys, we're going to throw it back to you, but let's read the question one more time. What have been the highlights and the lowlights of the past year for you? All right, guys, you know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right, so we're moving on to the final question.
Last question.
Yes, and it's mine?
It's yours.
All right. Will higher taxes or more philanthropy solve the world's problems? It's kind of an easy one. Money's not going to solve the world's problems. More money.
I think anybody with money would tell you that.
There's always problems. More money, more problems.
I think rich people have problems. or businesses that have tons of money, there's problems. The problems, like conflict between people has nothing to do with money.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure maybe sometimes it does. But, I mean, remove that and there's still going to be conflict.
Yeah.
So,
for sure. Money doesn't buy happiness.
World problems are going to be world problems.
With or without money.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Increased taxes? It might solve some problems.
Yeah, for sure. Both of them.
But world's problems?
No. Not on a larger scale, no. Like, the world's problem goes way deeper than philanthropy and higher taxes. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might resolve some minor issues.
Yeah. Temporary solutions.
Temporary solutions.
All right, we agree both on this one.
Yeah. So will higher taxes or more philanthropy solve the world's problems? Does somebody think it could, and they actually can explain why? Because
I'm sure there is.
I'd be curious to hear that also.
Me too. I'm open to other perspectives. You good?
I'm good.
All right, guys. We're going to throw the question back to you, but let's read it one more time.
Will higher taxes or more philanthropy solve the world's problems?
All right, guys. You know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right. So that was Date Night Conversations, episode 43. I enjoyed that. It was short and sweet.
Yeah, they're still good questions.
They were. We just were really concrete with our answers. Like, yeah, I know what I would say to
how
this.
I'm feeling right now. This is
yeah, it is what it is, and that's okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to interacting with these guys.
Absolutely. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Let us know your responses to these questions.
Yes, please. All right, guys. That was Date Night Conversations, episode 43. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.